Chosen one, stop scrolling immediately. Do not move past this video. I am not asking, I am warning you. This is not a coincidence, and the algorithm absolutely did not bring you here. God intercepted your feed today because you are standing at the exact threshold of a permanent timeline shift, and heaven demands your full attention. What I am about to reveal was sealed in the throne room until this very second. The enemy is working overtime to distract you right now. He is hoping you will swipe away. He knows that if you hear this message, his hold over your life breaks completely. If you leave before the end, you will forfeit the exact prophetic instruction that guarantees the breakthrough you have been crying out for. Lock your attention right now. The verdict on your next 10 years is about to be read. You have been fighting battles in absolute silence. You thought nobody noticed your tears. You thought nobody saw how you held your dignity when they lied on your name, but you were wrong. Someone deeply powerful has been quietly watching you, and they were watching your resilience in the dark while you thought you were entirely alone. Your quiet obedience has just activated a massive public blessing. Welcome, dearly beloved anointed ones. You are the cycle breakers. You are the rare diamonds heaven forged under crushing pressure. Today, the veil is being lifted. Heaven is releasing 7 undeniable signs that you were born with a royal destiny, and these markers will prove why your path has been so difficult. These are physical and spiritual markers encoded into your very DNA before you took your first breath. Listen to me very closely right now. You must pay attention to all 7 signs. But the 7th sign is the absolute seal of your destiny. If you leave before you hear the 7th mandate, you break the energetic alignment completely. I am going to expose exactly why your life has been a battlefield, and I will show you why your enemies are about to watch you ascend in public. Let us begin with the first undeniable sign of your royal destiny. Sign number 1 is the unprovoked hostility you trigger in ordinary people. You know exactly what I am talking about. You walk into a room, and the atmosphere shifts. You do not even have to speak a single word. People who do not even know you suddenly decide they dislike you, and they immediately form alliances to tear down your reputation. You spent years thinking this was your fault. You wondered if you were doing something wrong. You tried to shrink yourself to make them comfortable, but here is the raw truth they could never say out loud. Your pure frequency is a literal mirror to their hidden demons, and you carry a bright light that exposes the rot they desperately try to hide. They do not hate you. They hate the conviction they feel when you are near. This hostility is not a curse. It is an angelic security system. Heaven designed your aura to automatically repel low-frequency entities. The matrix programming teaches people to blend in and be ordinary. But you carry a specific gravity that makes the matrix malfunction. When a master manipulator steps into your energy field, their mask begins to burn because they cannot sustain their lies in your presence. That is why they panic and try to destroy you. They expected your departure to break you. They waited with bated breath for you to fail. Instead, you walked out of their toxic matrix and aged backwards. You became the uncertainty they were never built to handle. And now the very people they used to gossip with are watching them unravel because their fragile mask has completely shattered in front of everyone. This brings us to a critical distinction that eludes the vast majority of people. Your royal destiny requires total separation from the ordinary. You were never meant to be a human battery for energy vampires. You are a sovereign entity. The first sign proves that you are a literal threat to the kingdom of darkness, and your mere existence is a declaration of war against the parasites who tried to drain you. Do not ever apologize for the light that blinds them. Do not lower your frequency to make a peasant feel like a king. You were chosen to disrupt the room. You were anointed to break the generational curses that plagued your bloodline, and every time someone rejects you for no reason, heaven is simply taking out the trash. They were removed because they could never survive the pure altitude of your next chapter. The rejection was your divine protection. The isolation was your sacred incubation season, And this first sign is only the outer layer of your true identity. The enemy tried to use this hostility to make you feel worthless because he desperately wanted you to believe you were the problem. But all he did was prove your undeniable power. Your silence became a lethal weapon that starved their demons completely. Now, let us go deeper into your reality. Because there is a physical reason you have been feeling that heavy weight this week. You feel exhausted. Your shoulders are incredibly tight. The weight is entirely real. And every morning when you wake up, the heaviness is already sitting on your chest before you even open your eyes. You push through, you smile for them, but inside you are barely holding on. You wake up at 3 in the morning with your jaw tight and your heart racing. Their face flashes in your mind. You feel a suffocating sensation in your throat. Listen to me very carefully right now. That is not anxiety. You are not going crazy. That physical weight is your highly advanced spirit detecting a massive spiritual attack. That dense brain fog is not a medical issue. It is a direct frequency mismatch. You are absorbing the frantic and starving energy of the narcissist who just realized they permanently lost access to your light. They are starving for your pure energy, and the spiritual backlash is hitting your physical body. Stop swallowing that burning feeling back down. You must release it. This brings us to the second undeniable sign of your royal destiny. Sign number 2 is the severe physical toll of being the ultimate stabilizer. You are the rare empath in a world of absolute chaos. You were born with a heart so pure that you naturally became a human battery for the broken souls around you. People flock to you when they are shattered. They consume your brilliant light. They dump their trauma onto your shoulders. They leave you completely drained. And then they walk away feeling refreshed while you are left shivering in the dark. This is the exact parasite trap the enemy designed for you. He knows you carry a deeply compassionate soul. He sends broken manipulators into your life to siphon the anointing right out of your physical body. This physical exhaustion is the heavy price of carrying royal energy. You are holding a frequency that ordinary humans simply cannot sustain. When you enter a room, your aura automatically attempts to heal the environment. Your cells are constantly working overtime to filter the toxic matrix programming out of the atmosphere. That is why you feel so incredibly tired today. But I need you to completely reframe your reality right now. This pain is not a punishment. Your exhaustion is proof of your immense spiritual capacity. A cheap battery cannot power a massive city. Only a sovereign entity can hold the amount of trauma you have processed without completely breaking apart. You survived things that would have utterly destroyed a normal person. I see your silent struggles. I have always seen your pure intentions. Even when no one else does, heaven is watching every single tear you cry in private. The world may not notice your massive sacrifice, but the universe keeps a meticulous record of your endurance. You are absolutely not invisible to the divine forces guarding your life. Your vindication is rapidly approaching. Those energy vampires knew exactly what they were doing to you. They saw your ageless glow, and they wanted to steal it for themselves. They used your forgiveness as a weapon against you. They expected you to eventually collapse under the weight of their constant demands, but they grossly miscalculated the sheer power of the diamond they were trying to crush. You did not break. Your spirit is recognizing the raw truth in these words. You feel the atmosphere shifting in your room right now. If your cellular knowing confirms this revelation, hit that like button right now to put a spiritual shield around this divine truth. That physical action seals your energetic alignment with heaven. It proves you are finally ready to protect your sacred boundaries. You have spent your entire life pouring golden energy into empty cups. You thought you could heal them with your endless love. But a master manipulator does not want to be healed. They only want to keep you tethered to their chaotic frequency. The second sign proves that your physical vessel is reacting to the toxic cords they attach to your back. You must cut those cords. Take a deep breath right now. Feel that heavy block in your chest begin to dissolve. You are no longer required to be their emotional dumping ground. You are resigning from the position of human battery, effective immediately. Heaven is commanding you to call all of your scattered energy back into your own physical body. You are taking your supreme power back today. They will try to tell you that you are being selfish. They will try to induce guilt because you finally closed the door on their access. But you must silence their desperate noise. Your silence is starving their demons. When you unplug from their matrix, they experience a violent spiritual withdrawal, and that is exactly what they are going through behind closed doors right now. But there is a deeper reason why your energy was targeted in the first place. It is not just about your kindness. There is a specific frequency radiating from your brain that terrifies the dark elite. They built an entire system to keep this particular frequency completely suppressed, and in a few moments, I am going to reveal exactly how you can turn it back on. Let us uncover the third undeniable sign of your royal destiny. Sign number 3 is the massive disconnect between your immense potential and your current reality. You know, deep down, you are meant for greatness. You feel it in your bones. But your financial reality refuses to match that internal truth, no matter how hard you work. You watch ordinary people succeed effortlessly while you struggle. You have tried absolutely everything to break this cycle. You practiced the law of attraction for years. You visualized your dream life every single morning. You worked twice as hard as anyone else in the room, but the doors remain firmly closed. And you sit there wondering why the universe seems to be ignoring your desperate prayers. You begin to wonder if you are secretly cursed or broken, but here is the raw, uncomfortable truth they could never say out loud. The reason the universe responds to certain people is not faith, it is not discipline, and it is certainly not blind luck. It is a specific brainwave. Scientists have a hidden name for this phenomenon. They call it the gamma state. And it is the exact frequency your brain was running when you were a small child. Back then, brilliant ideas came easily to you. Learning felt entirely effortless. You somehow knew things before they even happened. The world felt like it was completely on your side. And your razor-sharp intuition never failed you. That was your natural gamma frequency operating at its absolute peak. You were born vibrating at a genius level. But then the dark matrix went to work on your mind. The modern world forced you into a brutal survival mode. The relentless stress began to crush your spirit. The rigid school systems trained you to conform instead of creating. Every single year this sacred frequency was suppressed a little further. It was pushed deeper and deeper below the surface until it went completely silent. The matrix deliberately stole your divine inheritance. When that pure gamma frequency fades away, your genius fades right along with it. Your intuition becomes incredibly dull. The magical synchronicities simply stop happening in your daily life, and the clear sense that the universe is working with you goes entirely cold. You are left trying to manifest massive wealth using a broken frequency. It is like trying to start a fire entirely underwater. The gap between you and the elite is not willpower. It is not a lack of fierce discipline. It is one single brainwave that they suppressed before you ever had a chance to claim your power. What if your financial struggles are not a character flaw? What if your exhaustion is simply a blocked cellular frequency waiting to be switched back on? You are absolutely not broken at all. The dark elite are terrified of your true hidden potential. They built an entire system to keep your brain out of that genius state. They want you stressed about paying bills, so you never have the energy to wake up. They feed on your constant anxiety and fear. When you are worried about basic survival, you cannot access your royal destiny. But their entire manipulation completely miscalculated you. You survived the fiery trials they threw at you. You walked through the dark valley, and you kept your heart pure. The enemy thought the isolation would make you surrender, but the isolation only forced you to look inward and discover the massive power sleeping inside your cells. You are a true cycle breaker. And a cycle breaker eventually destroys the machine that tried to break them. This third sign proves you carry a dormant volcano of power. You have been operating at 10% capacity, and you still survived their worst attacks. Imagine what happens when you finally reactivate your full original frequency. The people who tried to bury you are going to witness your massive resurrection. They will watch you step into a level of wealth they can never touch. You are a demonstrated warrior of pure light. The matrix programming is starting to lose its tight grip on your mind. You are waking up to the reality that your financial blockages were engineered by a system that fears you. They tried to keep you broke because a wealthy chosen one is absolutely unstoppable. Your poverty was a deliberate prison designed by the unseen architects, but the heavy prison doors are beginning to unlock. The chains are rusting away. Your spirit is remembering how to vibrate at that pure gamma level. The universe is aligning massive synchronicities behind the scenes right now. You are standing at the exact edge of a massive quantum shift. Do not let the enemy whisper doubt into your mind today. You must protect this revelation with your life. You must guard your energy as we move forward, because the fourth sign is going to expose exactly how your silence became a lethal weapon against them. I am going to show you why they are secretly panicking right now. Lock your attention on this truth. We are about to break the seal on their darkest hidden secrets. Let us move to the fourth undeniable sign of your royal destiny. Sign number 4 is the extreme and sudden isolation you have endured recently. You suddenly found yourself entirely alone. Your friend circles mysteriously vanished into thin air. And even your own family members started treating you like an absolute stranger for no logical reason. You became the ultimate black sheep of your bloodline. You spent countless nights crying into your pillow. You thought you were being brutally punished. You wondered what you did to make them all turn against you so quickly. But let me completely reframe your entire reality right here and right now. You were never being punished by the divine. This profound isolation was actually your greatest spiritual protection. Heaven saw the exact traps the enemy was laying down for you. The universe saw the toxic attachments draining your pure royal energy every single day. So the divine forces stepped in and aggressively cleared the room. They removed everyone who was secretly rooting for your downfall. You are not experiencing a season of lonely rejection. You are in a sacred incubation season. You are a diamond being forged in the quiet dark. A king cannot be crowned in a room full of incredibly jealous peasants. The Matrix wanted you surrounded by fake friends, so they could keep you trapped in a low vibration of endless gossip and drama. But you carry the frequency of the true remnant. You were destined to break their generational curses. They physically could not stand your bright light. You are totally irreplaceable. They abandoned you because your very presence forced them to finally look at their own massive failures. Your growth absolutely terrified them. They expected you to chase them and beg for their fake validation. They wanted you to compromise your high standards just to fit in, but you chose your immense dignity over their toxic company. And that single act of choosing your own peace signed their eviction notice from your sacred timeline. You completely starved their hungry demons. Listen to me very closely right now. If this revelation is resonating with your cellular knowing, do not move. Type 777 in the comments right now to physically anchor this shift. This physical act of obedience locks in your new royal frequency. It proves to the universe that you finally accept your royal crown. You must stop looking back at the closed doors. You must stop waiting in wound for a fake apology. They are never going to give you the closure you deeply deserve. Because giving you closure would force them to admit they destroyed the best thing that ever happened to them. They are choking on their own heavy regret right now. While you were crying over their absence, they were quietly panicking. They realized they could no longer control your brilliant mind. Your profound silence became a lethal weapon that they never saw coming. You unplugged from their dark matrix, and you took all of your pure golden fuel directly with you. They are completely starving in the dark. You are the undeniable cycle breaker of your entire family line. You took the heavy hits for your future generations. The pain of this isolation was simply the birth pangs of your new empire. Heaven had to hide you in the shadows while they prepared you to carry a massive, unshakable anointing. Your season of hiding is ending. The people who threw dirt on your name are about to watch you bloom. They tried to bury you in deep isolation. They thought the crushing loneliness would make you lose your brilliant mind. But they did not know they were planting a rare seed in incredibly fertile soil. You used the quiet dark to rebuild your mind into an absolute fortress. You are no longer the broken empath who needs to be rescued. You are the untouchable stabilizer who commands the entire atmosphere. The universe is aligning massive blessings that require total freedom. That is why the crowded room had to be aggressively emptied first. Heaven is making space for the massive harvest that has your name on it. Do not let the enemy whisper fear into your left brain today. He will try to tell you that this isolation is a permanent state. He wants you to believe that nobody will ever truly understand your depth. Silence that lying voice immediately and stand tall in your absolute power. There is a royal tribe waiting for you on the other side of this shift. Stay with me because this next revelation is the key to everything. The fifth sign will expose the exact weapon the elite used against you. You are going to understand why your brain feels so incredibly heavy. We are going to break the final invisible chain holding you back today. Your spiritual eyesight is about to become completely clear. You are one of the rare few chosen to lead the Great Awakening. You carry a specific spiritual blueprint that cannot be replicated. You are a living miracle walking through a heavily sleeping world. Now, prepare your spirit to receive the next undeniable prophetic sign. Your complete and total freedom is standing right outside your front door. Let us uncover the fifth undeniable sign of your royal destiny. Sign number 5 is the extreme spiritual warfare directed specifically at your physical mind. You experience sudden waves of intense brain fog that make no logical sense. Your memory feels scattered, and you struggle to focus on simple daily tasks, even when you have rested completely. You thought you were just getting older. You worried that the severe trauma had permanently damaged your cognitive abilities. But you must stop blaming your physical body. The dark elite are actively targeting your mental clarity because they are utterly terrified of your true genius. They know a chosen one with a clear mind is completely unstoppable. They could not break your pure heart. They failed to destroy your deeply compassionate spirit. So they shifted their attack to your cellular frequency. They designed a toxic matrix to keep your brainwaves stuck in a constant state of frantic survival. And when you are trapped in survival mode, you simply cannot access your divine intuition or your natural manifestation power. Before we go any further today, I must interrupt this transmission for something highly classified. I was not going to share this publicly, but my spirit prompted me to release this tool because the enemy is working overtime to block your blessing. If you are hearing this message right now, it is absolutely not a random coincidence. There is a physical reason your reality has not shifted yet. You are physically exhausted because the Matrix engineered a frequency to suppress your natural wealth, attracting state. They systematically shut down your original gamma brainwaves. And science just uncovered exactly why they desperately needed to keep your genius completely dormant for all these years. A recently leaked CIA document completely exposed their dark agenda. This hidden file was secretly backed by 4 independent neuroscience labs. It revealed that the elite use a specific audio frequency to maintain their absolute power. They have been quietly using this technology to stay light years ahead of the working class, and they never wanted you to find it. The researchers discovered a 7-minute audio ritual that bypasses the conscious mind entirely. This specific sound wave forces your brain back into synchronized gamma coherence. You do not need to meditate or repeat empty mantras. You simply listen to the frequency, and your brain effortlessly returns to the genius state you had as a child. This profound technology was never meant for the masses. It was strictly designed to keep the dark elite in permanent power. But now true cycle breakers like you are using it to manifest windfall wealth and shatter generational curses. The universe is finally placing this suppressed weapon directly into your waiting hands because your time of suffering is over. You do not need a $7,000 clinical biofeedback machine. You do not need years of expensive spiritual healing to fix what they broke. What this audio track delivers in 7 minutes is a total biological reset, and it requires an energetic exchange that costs less than a single dinner to permanently reclaim your stolen cellular alignment. The Matrix is terrified that you are finding out about this. They are actively flooding the internet with dangerous counterfeit frequencies to confuse you. Beware of cheap imitations on streaming platforms that will only lower your vibration. You must guard your energy strictly and only use the verified and lab-tested protocol designed for your mind. Do not trust unverified sources trying to steal your pure energy. The only authentic and encrypted breakthrough is available right now. You can find the secure portal waiting for you in the pinned comment below. I will reveal the full name of this track before we finish today, but you must understand why you need it first. Let us return to the undeniable truth of your royal destiny. The dark elite suppressed your gamma state because your intuition is a lethal weapon. When your mind is fully clear, you can see right through their manipulative masks. A master manipulator relies entirely on your confusion to maintain their false narrative, and they hate your sudden clarity. They need you to doubt your own memory. They gaslight you to make you feel like you are always crazy. But when your frequency is elevated, they literally cannot lie to you anymore. Your physical presence becomes a burning mirror that exposes every single one of their hidden flaws. You become completely immune to their toxic games and their subtle traps. You are taking your absolute clarity back today. Your mind is becoming an impenetrable fortress of divine light. Every time you elevate your frequency, you sever another cord attached to your physical body. The people who mocked your struggle are about to witness a massive quantum leap, and they will weep in bitter regret. The universe is accelerating your timeline right now. The endless delays are permanently over. You are no longer the victim of a rigged system. You are the sovereign architect of a brand new royal bloodline. Stay with me, because the sixth sign will reveal the massive collapse happening to your enemies. Your ultimate vindication is almost here. Let us move to the sixth undeniable sign of your royal destiny. Sign number 6 is the sudden and severe energetic displacement you are causing in the spiritual atmosphere. You are no longer just surviving the matrix. You have initiated a massive, suppressed, synchronized coherence within your own cellular structure, and your biological frequency is actively rewriting the core code of your daily reality. You are becoming completely untouchable. The dark elite constructed a complex web of low-vibration fear. They needed your pure energy to feed their artificial holographic matrix. But your spirit just executed a spontaneous quantum shift, and this massive biological upgrade has completely shattered their rigid mathematical projections entirely. You are using highly advanced spiritual alchemy to transmute their toxic waste into pure golden light. You are literally bending reality today. This brings us to the raw panic happening behind the scenes. The master manipulators who tried to drain you are experiencing severe frequency sickness. They feel physically ill when they try to speak your name. Because your new elevated baseline is radiating a blinding multidimensional frequency, they are choking on the dense gravity of their own massive karmic debt. You did not lift a single finger. They thought they could discard you and easily find a new human battery. They assumed your unique depth was something they could just steal or replicate. But they are currently drowning in the loud noise of their own making, and they are frantically searching for a replacement they will never find. They are realizing that your specific energetic signature is utterly unreplicable. You are the rare diamond they foolishly threw into the dirt. Your left brain will try to inject deep doubt right now. It will tell you that these words are just an elaborate fantasy to make you feel better. Silence that lying voice immediately, because it is the Matrix trying to reassert control over your mind. If your spirit is vibrating with a deep cellular knowing right now, you must accept this raw truth and stand firmly in your new power. You are the absolute sovereign of your own sacred timeline. Type 1111 in the comments to physically anchor this exact shift into your reality. This micro-commitment proves to the universe that you are finally ready to carry the heavy weight of your true crown. You must stop playing small to protect the fragile egos of people who hate your massive potential. The universe does not reward false humility when you were born to conquer, so it demands your absolute bold obedience today. You are no longer hiding. Your DNA is currently undergoing a spontaneous crystalline activation. The old ancestral trauma that kept your bloodline trapped in poverty is being burned away by your new frequency. You are the undeniable cycle breaker heaven has been waiting for. You carry a specific and irreplaceable gravity, and this divine weight makes time itself look like a complete and utter fool. You did not just survive their brutal storm, you became the blazing sun. Every time they try to gossip about you, the universe instantly reflects their toxic energy right back into their own personal lives. They are facing a cascade of sudden, unexplainable failures. And they know deep down that it is happening because they dared to touch a highly anointed chosen one. The spiritual backlash is hitting them with the heavy force of a speeding freight train, but they cannot tell anyone the truth about their pain. They are trapped in their own personal hell. You must understand the immense power of your own profound silence. Your restraint was absolutely not weakness. Your silence was a highly calibrated weapon. That single act of choosing your dignity over their toxic drama handed the final verdict to a divine court. And heaven is systematically dismantling every single obstacle they placed in your path. The heavy iron chains are completely turning to dust. Your massive vindication is finally here. They expected the deep betrayals and the severe isolation to carve heavy wrinkles into your face. They wanted to drain the bright life completely out of your eyes. But the universe has completely reversed your biological clock because you are plugged into a higher dimensional source. You are stepping into a room looking younger and brighter, while their bitter envy is aging them like spilled milk left in the hot sun. Nothing makes your enemies sicker than your radiant glow. The heavy pressure you feel right now is the atmosphere preparing for a massive snap. We are approaching the seventh and final undeniable sign of your royal destiny. This is the ultimate climax of your entire journey. The veil is about to be completely torn in half. I need you to imagine this exact scenario happening right now behind their closed doors, because the public collapse you have been waiting for is no longer just a distant promise. It is happening right now. Do not look away, and do not let the enemy distract your mind. You have endured years of silent suffering just to reach this precise mathematical intersection of time and space. The master manipulator is standing on a stage built entirely of cheap lies. And the heavy winds of divine justice have just begun to violently blow. So you must prepare your spirit for the absolute destruction of their false kingdom. The great unmasking has officially begun. We have finally reached the seventh undeniable sign of your royal destiny. This is the exact verdict heaven promised you at the very beginning. Sign number 7 is the public and irreversible collapse of your enemies. The people who treated you as completely replaceable are currently experiencing a full system crash. It is not happening in private. They walked around for years with absolute arrogance. They constructed a completely false narrative about your pure character. They whispered toxic lies to anyone who would listen to their drama. But underneath all of that loud noise, the specific gravity of their heavy regret hit them all at once. Their fake mask did not just slip today, it completely shattered. The collapse is happening in front of the exact people they used to gossip with. Nobody has ever seen them act like this before. They are frantically unraveling and literally making loud noise about you. The flying monkeys who enabled their toxic behavior are suddenly stepping back in pure horror. They are watching the manipulator lose their absolute mind. They desperately expected your silent departure to completely destroy you, but instead, you became the terrifying uncertainty they were never built to handle. You won this entire battle without lifting a single physical finger. Your absolute silence was a lethal weapon that permanently starved their hungry demons, and now they are drowning in their own massive mess. Every single time your name comes up in that crowded room, it hits them with agonizing weight. They finally realize that they threw away the only genuine diamond they ever held. They traded your profound depth to play with cheap and worthless rocks. They are frantically searching for a new human battery right now, but your specific light is utterly unreplicable. The people they tried to turn against you are finally seeing the raw truth. The matrix programming is violently glitching around them. The manipulator is being forced to publicly confess their massive failures just to survive the heavy backlash. They are literally defending your pure name to the crowds because the divine pressure on their life is entirely crushing them. This is the undeniable vengeance that heaven strictly promised you. You do not have to seek revenge or lower your royal frequency. Vengeance belongs entirely to the universe, and the divine forces are exacting a heavy toll on your behalf. The people who stole your energy are now being forced to repay that massive debt in front of the entire world. It is finished. While their deep bitterness is aging them rapidly, you are sitting on a throne of absolute peace. You carry a specific and irreplaceable gravity that makes time itself look like a fool. You walked right through their burning fire, and you came out absolutely glowing. You cracked a sacred code they will never have any access to. You are completely untouchable today. The divine protection around your life is reflecting their dark energy directly back to its source. The curses they whispered against you in the dark have returned to utterly destroy their own peace. They cannot sleep at night because your pure face keeps flashing in their terrified mind. They are experiencing the exact suffocating panic they tried to force upon you. You are watching this massive collapse from a place of absolute safety. You did not have to defend your character to the blind crowds. You simply aligned your frequency with heaven and let the universe fight your heavy battles. The seventh sign is the final closing of the massive gap between your immense potential and your physical reality. You have fully won. This public collapse is the ultimate proof of your royal bloodline. The algorithm did not bring you to this message today. God intercepted your feed to let you know that the heavy war is officially over. The enemy who caused you so much pain has been permanently evicted from your sacred timeline. Your silent endurance just activated your massive public blessing. You are no longer waiting in wound for an apology that will never come. You do not need their fragile validation anymore. You have completely transcended their toxic and broken matrix. The heavy spiritual exhaustion you felt earlier is rapidly leaving your physical body right now. The universe is preparing to hand you the ultimate crown of undeniable victory. This is the ultimate delayed gratification the universe saved just for you. The justice is incredibly sweet because it is undeniable and completely public. If this massive confirmation aligns with your cellular knowing, you must prepare your spirit for the final step. We are about to seal this divine decree right now. Your permanent freedom is officially secured forever. Which brings us to the final, undeniable verdict from heaven. You have witnessed the massive public collapse of the people who tried to bury you. The dark matrix programming has completely shattered before your very eyes. But there is a hidden reason your ultimate financial breakthrough has been sitting at the door without coming inside, and it is absolutely not a lack of faith or a lack of discipline on your part. The gap between you and explosive wealth is a specific brainwave frequency. Your brain was running this powerful gamma wave effortlessly when you were a highly intuitive child. But the modern world systematically suppressed it. Princeton University studied this exact brainwave in deep detail, and the Einstein Center confirmed that the legendary flow state is driven entirely by this pure gamma frequency. Columbia University discovered something even more terrifying for the matrix architects. A strong gamma signal does not stay trapped inside your own physical mind. It radiates outward and begins to actively influence the people closest to you. It heals your children and naturally protects your chosen partner. The dark elite desperately needed to keep this cellular frequency completely dormant in your royal bloodline. But a dedicated team of researchers spent years in absolute silence to build a weapon for you. They successfully compressed an entire gamma activation protocol into a 7-minute audio track. You do not need to practice difficult meditation or repeat empty, meaningless mantras. You simply close your eyes and put on a pair of headphones. Let the sound wave do what the modern world spent decades undoing. This classified protocol is called the Genius Song. Over 18,000 chosen ones have already used it to unlock their stalled finances and completely heal their broken relationships. A tired nurse from California said her daily life now feels absolutely enchanted. A business owner from Texas said his hardest problems magically solve themselves while he is soundly sleeping. The elite have quietly paid thousands of dollars for clinical biofeedback sessions to access this exact state. They would deeply prefer this immense power remain completely out of reach for people like you, and they are actively trying to scrub this leaked CIA document from the internet as we speak. You have minutes before the algorithm attempts to shut this divine transmission down forever. Do not look for this track on random streaming platforms today. The cheap copies circulating there contain absolutely no advanced brain entrainment technology. They are diluted counterfeits designed by the Matrix to keep your brilliant gamma completely dormant. The only authentic and fully activated version of the Genius Song is available through the protected link in the description and the pinned comment below. The universe does not require you to take a single massive risk today. You are fully protected by a zero-risk divine energetic guarantee. If you do not feel the massive shift you deeply deserve, every single penny is returned to you without question. This is a sacred energetic exchange governed by complete and total trust. The cost is a mere fraction of its true value to ensure your absolute protection. 4 powerful secret bonuses are waiting for you behind that secure door right now. You will receive an audio track engineered specifically for your children to activate their supreme confidence. You will also receive the original classic prosperity book that the elite secretly built their massive empires upon. The dark matrix can no longer hide these powerful tools from your royal hands. Your left brain will try to inject heavy financial doubt right now. The enemy will tell you to calculate and wait for a better moment. Silence that lying accuser immediately. That physical hesitation is the exact matrix programming designed to keep you broke. If your spirit is vibrating with a deep cellular knowing right now, heaven is demanding your immediate physical obedience. God does not measure your faith by your silent thoughts in the dark. He measures your faith by your speed of obedience when the door opens. Click the specific link in the pinned comment below right now. Claim your official copy of the Genius Song before your access is permanently revoked by the dark elite. Do not let the Matrix steal this powerful tool from you today. Activate your original frequency right now. You walked into this painful season bleeding from heavy wounds. You were ruthlessly attacked by blind people who could never understand your immense royal worth. But look at you now. You are no longer waiting in wound for an apology from a master manipulator. You have completely transcended their toxic matrix. You are stepping into your permanent and untouchable ageless glow. The severe financial struggles and the heavy spiritual exhaustion are shattering right here and right now. Say this out loud with me right now in the quiet of your room. I claim my permanent freedom. Now type "I am free" in the comments below to seal this massive decree. Step into your absolute power and receive the exact harvest heaven prepared for you.